This is Sonia, with another, book review. Today we are going to be talking about Butcher and Blackbird. This is going to be, I wouldn't say like a complete rant review, but this is not going to be a positive review on this book. So if you really like this book, you don't want to hear negative thoughts about this book, you're more than welcome to go to one of my other reviews or just kind of skip this altogether. That is completely and totally fine. Um, I love the concept of this book. I love the concept of two serial killers going after another serial killer and making a game out of it, seeing who's going to be the one that's going to kill them the fastest. And I don't even mind if there's a love story attached to this. Like, that was not my problem with this book. My problem was, one, to me it's not a romantic story. To me it's a factuation story, which is more like, I want to have spicy time with you, and that is about it. Is kind of how I felt about this book. I didn't feel like, sorry guys, I'm gonna pull. There we go. That's a lot better. I'm going to, and I feel like it's mostly on his end. So the guy's named Butcher, the woman's called Blackbird. That's why the book is called Butcher and Blackbird. And they're doing this competition, and I think this is supposed to be a dark romantic comedy. I think there's supposed to be comedy in here. I did not laugh once. I was totally bored. I did not think it's funny. Now, I know I guess there's a movie coming out soon. Maybe the comedy might hit a little bit better in like a movie instead of just like reading the book, because you're seeing things, and maybe seeing the first scene might be a little bit more, and they might cut out different stuff, so the pacing might be better. But as far as right now, this is just a dark romance pretty much, because the thing with dark romance that I've noticed, I've read a couple of them. There was like one, and I don't remember these titles because I did not like these books either. There was like a dark romance about Peter Pan that I read, and then like A Nightmare Before Christmas dark romance, which I don't know how they got there. I bought these two books because somebody was like, well, it's this and this. I was like, okay, perfect. And then I read a lot of Katie Robert books, which to me is leaning more towards that dark romance. So I'm talking about the Neon Gods books and the villains series that she has based off of the Disney villains. And to me, she writes them really well, where the character dynamic is still really, really good. And that's something that I always look for in romance, is the connection to the characters really good? Like, can I see it as a romance and not as an obsession? And that this came off to me more as like obsession, like, you know, oh, look what she can do. Like, I'm infatuated with her. Like, I didn't, and I think the thing was we didn't get a lot of time with the characters minus them texting with each other. And to me, that doesn't bring enough emotion out for me to be like, oh yeah, they're definitely in love type of thing. And I think I wanted more of what we got towards the end of the book, which this is not going to be spoiler free. This is going to have spoilers in it, especially towards the end. But I think the scene that really, there was a couple things that really stuck out to me that was not realistic. One was they're in the middle of a diner discussing how they're going to play this game, and I'm like, I'm not one of those people that are like, I think everybody's listening to me. No, I am not one of those people. But still, I'm like, I don't think if I was talking about that, I would be in the middle of a diner doing so. And the thing is, like, none of their friends are in their specialty, but all their friends know what they do. So it's like, okay, so just one of those friends just needs to be mad at you one day and just be like, knock, knock, knock on a police station or an FBI and just be like, hey, I know where, Butcher and Blackbird are. You've been looking for them for a couple years now. They're right here. I got some evidence for you that I know this is the person that you're looking for, and it's just not realistic to how this situation would have been handled at all. And it can't even like come off as like a comedy thing because it's just there's no comedy to this. So it's not like it's like it's can't be played as them, well, it can be played as them being stupid, but it can't be played as, ha ha ha, like they're stupid. It's like you're just stupid for giving everybody this information about what you do in your free time that could get you arrested and killed. Or they could just go to another serial killer that's does the same thing. Be like, okay, this is where this person is. Like, if this was a real life situation, nobody would know what these two are doing besides maybe themselves. But yeah, not the case. Not the case in this book. We just everybody gets to know everything. It's fantastic. I don't know if what the other books, I'm not going to read further than this. I was not impressed with this. And then Katie Colson, a big YouTuber, did a whole video on the second book, and she was like, yeah, she loved the first book, did not like the second book. So I'm like, okay, if she's saying she's not liking the second book and she liked the first book, now I'm not even liking the first book, I'm skipping it. So thanks for making that video. But I think the other thing is, and this is spoiler warning for the end, they get married at the end, which I guess it's supposed to be a romantic whatever. So obviously, I guess this was going to happen. Now, if it happened earlier in the book, they've been doing this for years. It just, we don't see a lot of the reactions, but we see, like, them talking to their friends about the other. So, Blackbird is always talking to Lark about her relationship with Butcher. Butcher's always talking to his brothers about Blackbird. But we don't see their relationship. So, like, by the time Butcher is, like, proposing to Blackbird, I wasn't feeling it. Like, I was like, I need to see you guys more be together before I would be like, yeah, this makes sense. Sorry, guys. But, like, and that was kind of the thing that I think, like, the last chapter is their first mission, like, actually doing it together. And I think if I would have loved for this book to not be their develop of the relationship, but actually already have them in the relationship, like, working together as two serial killers going after other serial killers. That would have been better for me instead of this, like, developing of the relationship, because I think if I saw them in action together, I think I would have believed that they're more close-knit, wanting to, work together. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I was just not feeling it. I was not, and I'm not much of a foul language person, but I don't know. I felt like it was too much in this book. I don't know what it was, but it was like every other word, and I was like, I'm not here for it. And that might be because, like, I've been reading a lot more, like, Greek Greek retellings and a lot more like fantasy oriented, where they don't really cuss like that. They cuss differently in fantasy usually. So it's like reading kind of a modern tale might have been a little bit better. Like, might be some of the reason why I'm like, I'm just not digging this. But, yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I wish it was better. I wish it was leaning more towards like the Dexter side, where it seemed like Dexter, like I could see how he got away with what he did. Like I watched, I think like the first season. I didn't get into it really hard cuz the characters were kind of surface level to me. I didn't really enjoy it too much, so I only got through. Sorry guys. But I only got through like the first season of it. So, I mean, if it leaned more towards like that, it could have been like a really really good book, but it leaned more towards like they're sitting out in the middle of a diner and they're discussing this, and I'm like, I just be smart. Like you have the FBI, coming your way, and you're just not being smart. So, um, yeah, just I might bring this back up. I have one more book until my book of the month review, so you're probably gonna see this and how I felt. If you saw my short recently, I did kind of talked about the Queen of Thieves, so that's going to be on there. And then I have the Stardust Thief that I need to read, but that video should be coming out. Probably not gonna go deep down. I'm gonna just be like, it's 1 star. Go watch this review that I'm actually discussing this. Um, yeah. So if you like anything that you know I had to talk about, I was trying to keep this video a little bit short. Like and subscribe. Let me know if you've read this book, how you felt. I know like it's been a really mixed review. Like I've heard people like from DNF to I really like this. So it's a very like mixed bag. And I wouldn't even suggest, like, I don't even know who this is written for. Like, it's not written for Dexter fans. It's not really written, I guess you, maybe for the dark romance girlies, maybe. But, it's a very slow burn, because they don't see each other till, like, the very end. So I don't even know who I'd suggest this to. Couple other videos. My Illumicrate video, my next Illumicrate video. I think I have one that's either on its way or coming, but I have another Illumicrate video coming. I might do one. I don't know. I want to do another character analysis. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about some men just to break it up a little bit, because I would love to talk about Sanji, and I'd love to talk about Zoro and Luffy. So maybe those videos will be coming up, because I think they're really interesting characters. I love One Piece. But that's gonna be coming out real soon. There's gonna be a couple. I want to get. I'm in my Game of Thrones area again. Like I really want to talk about it. I've been thinking about it since I got my new collection of my mass paperbacks that have the new covers. Um, so expect some Game of Thrones content eventually. But yeah, we're going through and through. I feel like I'm almost done with my book of the month series. Um so I don't know what series I think I'm going to just try to tackle like just maybe full book series just in general. I want to read Vinland Saga eventually, read that whole thing. I really did like I think I got through the first two omnibuses, so I would love to read more of that. Yeah, but anyways, again, like and subscribe. And I will see you guys real soon with another video. Bye.